Good morning. Welcome to Firefall Live. We're here every morning at every Friday morning. Not every morning. That would suck. Every Friday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific.
I want to be here.
And it's going to be one of those days. We have a great show for you today. We have another guest joining us today. We have Q&A. Pick your perks for the Nighthawk weekend. But after that's going to be the Q&A. So make sure you join up our TeamSpeak later, live at red5studios.com, port 9810. And then we'll talk to you. But today I'm joined by Sarah Roberts and a return guest, Chapman. You may have seen this guy on our streams before.
Yeah.
Chapperwocky.
Hi.
Hi.
She's super awkward.
Hi.
Sean, thank you for joining us today, man.
Hey, you're welcome. It's always my pleasure, man.
Yeah. I know we've had you on before, but since we've last had you on, you've gone from QA, which is quality assurance, not QNA, to
I don't ask a bunch of questions and immediately answer them.
to what is your title now?
It's very simple. It's just writer.
Writer.
Yay!
Words.
How flashy.
Word guy.
Word guy.
Super
That's really
official.
awesome.
It's fun. It's also a lot of work, but it's work that I enjoy doing. So
Sweet. All right. Well, we're gonna get into Sean and his new position in a little bit. Damn it!
it is that kind of day.
It always is around you. I don't know why I set myself up for these.
Oh, you guys.
It's so good. But first, let's go through some Red 5 stuff. So we're still plugging away at content, of course. Phobos has been starting discussions on the forums about what you don't and what you don't like about vertical progression and other stuff. And like, what would you like to see more about Red 5? And we're collecting feedback right now. We're trying to have meetings on that feedback, right? So we're trying to figure out what we want to do. You know, what's players' feedback? How can we address these concerns? That kind of stuff. So we're still working away at all that stuff. And why did you do this for? It's one of those days, man.
I talk to my phone too sometimes.
Well, yeah, most people do when they're like, whatever. Siri, bail me out of this. Reset 5 minutes.
Siri can time travel?
Siri can time travel,
And help
yes.
us time travel? Wow.
And we posted some information on how Diamond Head's going to work. I know a lot of people have been asking about how is Diamond Head going to work. And there's a lot of stuff we can and can't say still, right? It's just, or mostly stuff we can't say.
But
Sorry.
Yeah, probably mostly stuff we can't say.
Yeah.
I just understand it's still a shooter at heart, and you will probably have to shoot things.
Well.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Confirmed. You'll have to shoot things in Diamond Head.
There will be things that require your bullets.
Bullet receptacles. But we did post on the forum saying that the repulsor projects are basically going to allow you to unlock a little bit more of an area, and it's a global effort. So we deposit to this repulsor project, and it's a counter tracking globally. So because we have different shards that spin up all the time, it's not always just one diamond head or a set number of diamond heads. So we're tracking those, and then once that's unlocked, once we complete that repulsor project, it's complete. We never have to do that again, and you have access to this extra area and stuff like that. And then the Chosen, I guess, it seems like they're going to be a little more aggressive in trying to push you all the way back to square one, because they can push you all the way back to square one, unlike New Eden, where it's just like, we took this little area.
It's going to be exciting.
It's going to be pretty exciting. It's going to be different. The other cool thing is there's going to be different encounters for all the POI retakes. Because right now, Coral Forest is just kind of like 3 drop pods. Which, I mean, I went and took back Broken Shores on a Nighthawk, and I just sat there, and it's just like, I killed like 3 Juggernauts and then just like ducked and was dodging bullets.
We're not all as elite as you. Sorry, Frank.
I am.
He's really good, actually.
Okay, okay. There'll be quite a bit more variety.
Yeah.
And a higher challenge, I would say.
Yeah.
You have if you're one of those, you know, nutcases that just like to go flinging yourself into the fray, you're probably going to die.
So
That's why you have team members.
So Chappie and I were doing a little bit of play testing yesterday, and yeah, I was that team member, and I was dying a lot.
Yeah.
But
I didn't know I was going to be the squad leader, so
yeah,
I named myself Test Bro, but I should have named myself Sarge Bro.
you were Sarge,
Like I
bro.
started
We
calling
didn't,
myself.
we didn't follow your.
That's true. I
no one-
specifically told you guys not to get incapacitated. I don't have time to get you off the ground.
Surrounded by idiots.
Such incompetence.
So the other thing that's happening Red 5 wise is this weekend's Nighthawk weekend. Well, I saw a lot of people ask for Nighthawk weekend last time, so that's not why we did it. It was planned anyway. But
We're not giving in to your whims, okay? We have a plan. Just kidding.
it's really cool because a lot of people were waiting for this, and now Nighthawk weekend, yay!
Hooray.
Which means 25% off the Red Bean price, 50% XP bonus for
Your Nighthawks.
for Nighthawks. Yes, thank you. Just kind of blanked on that. And then the Nighthawk's free all weekend for if you don't have it unlocked.
And then you can experience that either wonderfulness or extreme frustration that comes with every shooter of, can I play a sniper?
I can't. I cannot. I know this about myself. I've accepted it.
They are
I've
that,
raged. I've
yeah.
raged quit, and I'm not very good.
They're always that combat role that has that immense coolness factor. You know, the one shot, one kill, the I'm gonna kill you from halfway across the world kind of thing. But then you realize, oh, that's right, I require pinpoint accuracy though. That's the difficult part.
It's not my destiny.
It's not easy.
It's all right.
It's okay.
Yeah. Well, and that'll lead right into pick your perks. So we do pick your perks for every Battle Frame weekend, and this weekend's Nighthawk, so we're gonna pick Nighthawk perks.
Yay!
And we're gonna start with Sarah
Okay.
and see what kind of perks you picked up.
Let me get my list. Let's see. All right. So the first one I chose was Hunter, and that's 40 points. And what that is repeatedly striking the target increases damage. Each successful hit adds 10% more damage, max 150%. And the reason I chose that is because I'm not good at sniping. So I'll hit parts of the body and never the head. So I figure any help I can get with hitting someone and getting more points for that, I might as well take it.
Also, if you actually swap out the sniper rifle for the recon gun, which is rapid fire, I'm gonna guess we probably have some sort of like little internal cooldown, so you're not just like constantly hitting and ramping up your own damage, because that would be ridiculous.
Well,
But you get a lot more feedback with a perk like that with that gun.
Yep.
the other thing is a lot of creatures don't have head volumes right now.
I know.
Really?
We have a bunch of brainless wonders wandering.
So it's great against like big hissers and worms and stuff.
Brainless wonders.
Brainless wonders.
We're no longer the Couch Council. It's Brainless Wonders.
Great. We have the brainless
Just
wonders.
kidding.
Wait,
Okay.
I just inadvertently insult myself?
Next one is Rapid Kinesis Assemblage,
Whoa.
which increases the charge rate of HKM by 40%.
I love these
Oh yeah, that's a good
Pretty
one.
legit,
I love these names.
right?
Yeah.
My favorite is still Man Hands.
Man hands.
That's a good one.
Are these all KTAV names?
Yes.
Maybe.
And the last one is Instant Module Refreshers. Activating your HKM instantly refreshes your cooldowns, which is awesome because if you've got, rapidly increasing HKM, then you'll have all the abilities all the time. And those are mine. On the Nighthawk that I'm terrible at playing.
It's okay. It just got better.
It just got...
I customize it for me.
All right, Sean.
Yeah, I need to borrow your phone. I don't remember what I picked. I remember the theme of what I picked.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yours is good.
Well, we'll
Well,
see.
yours is neat.
All right. So
Neat.
I went with a loadout, which I like to call the world's most annoying sniper. So the one thing that Nighthawk already does extremely well is kill things.
Yep.
Its damage is already high. I always feel like when you have super high damage, you actually don't necessarily need to buff it further. If anything, you can't do damage when you're dead. So I focused everything on being not dead. So I went with Neutralizer, where I'll just list out these 5-point perks. Neutralizer, Incandescent Armor, Powered Armor, and Kinetic Absorption, which pretty much covers like a 20% damage reduction against like almost every damage type in the game. Almost. It might be every damage type, but it's close. I did throw Ballistics Expert in there, kind of as throwaway to bring myself up to a point cap. Another, oh no.
Oh God!
No! Oh, it's back, never mind. Ballistics Expert, another 5-pointer, that just increases bullet damage. Harden, that's one where every 7 seconds you get hit by something and it puts a little shield on you, so it reduces the next hit you take by another 25%.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
So that. Spec Ops, which lets me stay in stealth longer, because I would run like decoy and the smoke screens. So I'd be like, oh, you're running after me. I go stealth, and you do stay in stealth a long time with Spec Ops. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Thick Hide, which just gives you, I think, 400 health, extra health.
Yeah.
Which is basically like taking another hit. That's awesome. And then Power Surge, the mammoth like master ability where every time I use an ability, I get 15% of my health back. So that is the world's most annoying sniper.
Yay!
The world's most annoying sniper.
Because when you're sniping, the trick is, at some point, if you want to stick with the class, have confidence in yourself to land your shots. And if you have that confidence, you will deal tons of damage. Meanwhile, when they turn on you, it's okay.
No, I had that confidence.
Just
it
have
just went
confidence.
down the tubes.
Eventually,
once I was
confidence is like magic. It just starts working eventually. And then meanwhile, when they turn their aggression on you, you just you take all the shots. You're just like.
It's pretty good. So I went sort of like a non-damagey type route as well, just because I feel like the Nighthawk, especially when like you're proccing ambush, it's doing enough damage. And you can line up those headshots. So I mean, usually when I play in beta, I'm running around in default gear, and I'm like one-shot headshotting stage or Tech 2 mobs. So it's like, okay, whatever. So you're right, you don't need that much more damage. So I went with prototype pistons and quick pivot servos. So that's an extra.
You like to run fast.
Yeah, just running fast. Like I think it's another meter per second on your base movement speed. Yeah. Harden, which again is like, throw in that survivability.
Stay hard.
I was thinking about going with rhinos. Jesus. Just hit me like half a second too slow. I was thinking about going with Rhino's hero ability, where if you get brought down to 0, you have like a certain amount of time, like before you get healed, before you actually die.
Kind of thing like where you get counter sniped, but it takes you a moment to register that somebody just blew your head off. It's like, I can still go. Oh no!
But if you get healed, you stay alive.
Oh wow! Never mind. That's
so if you bring your health back up to the positives, then.
So what we need is like a dragonfly to be your spotter.
Yeah, or I drop a health pack.
Pocket heals.
I don't know, something like that. I think that'd be pretty cool. I did not take that though. I think I was wondering I might want to go with that. So powered armor, reduced damage taken from energy, because I think most of the time I'm worried about those juggernauts hitting me, because the shock troopers and even bandits and stuff like that, like their bullet damage is like not as threatening as like that juggernaut energy plasma damage.
But you always got to be aware of what we call bambushes.
Bambushes?
Yeah, that's when the bandits ambush you.
The bambushes. And then also second win, so getting like a kill streak, so killing 5 enemies in a row and like in a certain amount of time like heals you. So that's pretty cool. Especially like, so you're dying, you're getting chased by like piranhas or something, or.
And you just take a really deep breath.
Well, I think it's you just take a really deep breath. I think it's really cool because with the sniper rifle and also the charge rifle, when you hit a target, the bullet just keeps going through them.
Yes.
So.
You are the Some people will. I've heard some people complain about those chosen drones dropping the shield domes, but
You shoot right through them.
yeah, you don't care if you're a sniper.
Yeah. So I mean, I think you know, you line up a good shot, you can proc that perk right there, and of course they hide for a little extra hit points for survivability, especially since recon you start with so low.
400 hit points is a big deal.
That's like
Yeah.
half of what you start with as a
Yeah.
recon.
400 hit points is a big deal.
So, yeah, that's pretty cool. So let's pick your perks. Do you have any additional thoughts on your on Nighthawk, Sean or Sarah?
No.
Aim for the head.
Aim for the head.
Yeah. Don't
Aim
be
for the
like
head.
me.
Don't be like Sarah.
Be good. Don't be fail.
Be good. Cool. Well, I wanted to drop one thing about what's happening in the community, and then we're going to take a break. So what's happening in the community is Squid Boss, twitch.tv/Squid Boss. He's going to be streaming like Firefall type roundtable talks. I think he's calling it Fire Talks.
Nice.
And it's going to happen Sunday at, correct me if I'm wrong, 7 Central Standard Time.
I'm just gonna say you're wrong.
Damn. But that's
No.
twitch.tv/Squid Boss. You can see the thread on the forums. I'm thinking about popping by if I get some time on Sunday, but keep an eye out for that. It's Fire Talks with Squid Boss.
I like that name.
Oh, I'm sorry, Marjorie. I said we were going to interview Sean Chapman, and then we're going to break. Right?
It's okay. I can leave.
It's
We're
okay. I
done
can
with
leave.
you.
So let's have a little chat with you, Chappie.
Hi.
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 So as we mentioned earlier in the show, you moved from QA to writing. I mean, so how do you go about that transition? Because I remember like when we used to go to Stadium back in the day, you know, after hours, and, you know, you'd be sitting down talking. You always spoke about like how you really wanted to be a writer.
So I grew up in a household where reading and writing was highly encouraged. My mom is a college professor that teaches writing composition and does writing herself. And I learned from a young age that I really enjoy storytelling. Apparently, I think the beauty of storytelling is not just from an entertainment level. It is because of the way human beings are, the way we operate, the way we structure, how we think, how we remember things. We operate, it almost feels like all the time, by narrative. Things like we need little episodes in our life that have like beginning, middles, and ends. You know, we have little arcs of closure, and then before we move on to the next episode of our life.
Yeah, well, yeah. A lot of people reference that a lot. It's
Yeah.
just like, and thus ends this chapter, and now begins a new one.
It's how we relay a lot of history. It's how we do so many things. And even though the way we interact with storytelling and the way we relay it to other people changes often, and you get new frontiers of storytelling, such as video games, it's always there. I mean, you know, I tend to feel it feels like print media is dying. That, you know, bound books will become a sort of a little antique of the past soon. But storytelling is never going to die. I mean, it's ingrained in us, it feels. And I love it. I think it's amazing. It's awesome. It's good times. Excellent.
Excellent.
No, I think it is ingrained in us. I mean, you even think about cave paintings.
Yeah.
They had a story, they wanted to tell it, didn't have writing, so they just drew
Or
pictures.
really language.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ugh.
They had clubs and they could say ugh.
Yeah.
Historical fact.
That's pretty stereotypical. I don't know if that's really what
Is there any caveman rights agency that's going to come after me like for saying that? I hope not, because that'd be crazy. We're trying to protect the rights of cavemen.
Just saying,
Get
it's
out.
not historically accurate. That's all.
Sean's uncomfortable.
I don't even know what to say. Protect the rights of cavemen. You got me thinking about how that would work.
Geico. Just like the Geico commercials with the cavemen. They don't appreciate it. Just saying.
Oh,
They
man.
furl their gigantic, overgrown brows at you.
But yeah, so I agree. It is totally ingrained in us.
Well, and you also bring up, you know, from a visual standpoint, the idea of narrative isn't just writing. Narrative is, well, it's narrative.
Yeah.
Pictures say it, words say it.
Music?
Dance. So before you actually transitioned into writer, you were actually still like while you were still part of the QA team, you still were on the writing team. You like that's
Well,
you
I had basically, while I was doing QA stuff, I had helped with some writing stuff. It started off with like writing some of the sin imprint kind of things that you pick up in the open world.
Are those in the game right now?
I think the ones that I wrote actually never got in.
But those are actually like some of my favorite ones.
They were gonna go to places like Diamond Head and Sargasso and stuff like that, but we have, you know, plans for those places.
Yeah.
And it's actually, at some point, I might be able to retrofit those sin imprints so they go somewhere else.
I'd actually like to talk about one of the series you made that didn't make it in. I feel comfortable talking about this. It was the pilot that was testing the first water-based battle frame.
Yes.
I didn't know
Well, no,
this.
it was a mad scientist, a mad Brazilian scientist named Professor Loucura, which means, I think, literally madness in Portuguese.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was testing the effects of. The whole thing was a joke about testing the effects of water on battle frames, and he's
That's amazing.
basically got his idiot assistant named Sancho.
Aw, poor Sancho.
That name, I love that name. That he just keeps. He has like on a pulley, like a winch and pulley, and he's like lowering him into the water, and Sancho won't shut up, and so he just starts dunking him into the water and ends up frying his circuits. And it's actually really awful. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, you're
I'm
evil.
pretty sure Sancho dies. Like he has like one of those like warble garble moments at the end, and then he's like, oh well, gotta get a new assistant.
Aw.
But I think that's like, so I think that's kind of funny because we get a lot of flack from our users about why can't you swim?
Yeah.
Like, why can't we like underwater frames and stuff like that? So it's like, I think it's cool that we can joke with ourselves
Yeah.
about that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah.
You gotta be able to laugh at yourself.
Gotta keep yourself grounded.
Yeah.
There are many ways to do that.
Yeah.
One is, you know, punching yourself. One is cracking jokes by yourself.
Yeah. What else want to talk to you about?
Well, so the transferal thing was more of.
that's right.
I'd done some of that. I also did some of the titles, whether the community likes them or not. Those titles that you earned for maxing out your constraints on a battle frame.
Oh, yeah.
Things like Apex Predator, which was one of my personal favorites.
Yeah.
And,
No, those are cool.
And like Mobile Fortress and stuff like that. Those were mine. I came up with all those.
Yeah. Major Mark.
I was a little disappointed. It was super silly, but for the Bastion, it became Mobile Fortress. But my original title for unlocking all certs for a Bastion was AFK Specialist.
Oh, I'm
like
sorry,
that.
Bastions. I shouldn't have laughed. The Bastion Protection Agency is coming after us now.
And I think it was well liked, but it was very silly. It was very silly. But so and then yeah, early this year, for the kind of content pushes we're doing and stuff like that, they need more writing support. So I got the bump.
Got the bump. Yay. That's
now
really awesome. So we have like, and I feel like that's a really great thing about the team is that Sean came from QA and he got bumped into writing. We also have Adrian Lopez, who was also working with you in QA, and he got bumped onto design, and he's doing some creature work.
Yeah.
Who we haven't had on yet, but I do want to have him on at some point because he's pretty awesome.
He is awesome.
So that's pretty sweet. What are you looking forward to the most in your work that's not unreleased, so we can't really talk
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, it's like, what are you looking forward to about the stuff you can't talk about?
Yeah, kind of.
So there's this thing I did, and it's really cool.
Oh, I can't wait.
And we're doing it, and it's stuff, and it's content for the game, and you'll like it.
Yay.
So we know that missions 6, 7, and 8 are still yet to come out.
Oh, okay. So wait, that's true. The campaign is mostly out. So yes, there are some missions. I did a lot of. I guess we're talking about what I personally did. What I'm excited about.
Yeah.
I did a lot of the VO work. I'm probably setting myself up for just like haymaker punches everywhere later
Not at
on.
all.
No.
I wrote a lot of the VO for, I guess all the VO for Mission 6.
6.
And when that comes out, you know, you'll know those words that are being shouted in you while you're like, shut up, I'm trying to kill the Chosen.
They came from you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I got to say, so did you do any, did you help out with 7 at all, or was that Scotty?
I mean, we do a lot of, we obviously, we peer review, we offer suggestions and stuff like that. I mean, the sort of the grunt work, so to speak, is all, you know, we're the ones in front of the computer writing the actual VO out for these missions. But we always, you know, we're always sharing our work with each other to get feedback. And, you know, the one thing that's extremely important in any aspect of design, whether you're designing a narrative or designing a core system in a game or something like that, is iteration. And, you know, you got to get feedback from your peers is extremely helpful.
Yeah.
Considering perspectives that maybe, you know, you're so ingrained in the work you hadn't really considered. And it can really help. So I think my mission improved with peer feedback. I think a lot of missions improve with peer feedback.
Yeah, I mean, I got to say, so I got a chance to play through, and they still need a lot of work in terms of the missions. Last time I played them anyway. But not the narrative.
Hey, Debbie Downer. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm just saying, like, they're not, these aren't
No, yeah.
by any stretch of the means complete. Sean's getting very upset. Sean's gonna smash something. Sean's gonna smash something.
Sorry, I'm
Move on my couch.
I better not move.
But I did like, so I finished, I think it was 6 and 7, and I walked over to Scotty and Sean's where they were sitting. I'm like,
And he
oh
was
my
like,
God.
He was like, how does it feel to be an idiot?
Oh man, but no, as I said, hey, I really enjoyed the at least the characters, the VO. We've already met them in campaign 5, right? Hobbs.
Yes, I believe you. We have up through 5 released, and you've met the Ares team, known as the Devil Hawks.
Yeah.
To sort of clarify, a lot of the reasoning behind there is, you know, even though a lot of times you are running solo in the game, you are classified as an Ares team. You know, you'll eventually have a designation and everything. And the idea is, you know, even though Arrow is a very shared asset, Arrow is sort of like your handler / operator, and along with her and Oil Spill and possibly other people you may pick up along the way.
Ooh.
Dross.
I'm not gonna say anything other than that. You give them something to nibble on, and then you let them nibble.
The scrapyard manager.
Let them nibble for the next, you know,
Will it be
months.
Terremoto?
Oh, goody.
We heard the community's outcries and how much they wanted. They wanted
Terremoto.
They wanted Terremoto, just constantly taunting them.
I mean, who
The
wouldn't?
Chosen set up a bomb, amigo.
And you know, together you are an Ares team.
Yeah.
So the Devil Hawks are an Ares team, and you get to hang out with them.
It's chill.
Buddies.
Buddies.
But yeah, I mean, I guess there's more stuff like continuing along with Hobbs, and I don't know who else we've met from the team in Mission 5. I forget.
Oh, they're all there.
They're all there. It's Fade, Frank.
Yeah, Frank is there. Frank is on the team. Hobbs, Frank, Fade, and then there's Horace, and you actually meet one of the members who you won't see in 5, but he's with Oil Spill in the first mission when you pull him out of Blackwater Swamp, which is Rivers.
Yes, yeah.
Rivers?
Rivers, yes.
Just like Weezer?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Rivers Cuomo.
Yay!
Yeah, you rescue Rivers Cuomo from his own hipsterness.
No.
So yeah, I mean that's some of the stuff I was I think I'm looking forward to, like, seeing how players enjoy the back and forth that those guys share throughout the course of at least 6 and 7.
It's always fun to create characters. I also think that's the driving force in almost most any narrative, any story is. I mean, I read an interesting article about the idea, and it made sense that in a lot of games, since gamers are pulled in so many different directions at once, a lot of distractions going on, that, I mean, we all claim that, yeah, we remember the plot of that thing very well, but especially like in an MMO space, there's so many different arcs happening, different story arcs, different plots going on, that it's actually very difficult to constantly remember like what the overall, what the singular story structure of this campaign or this just game in general is. And the driving force is usually characters. People don't always remember the specific plot lines, but they remember characters.
Yeah.
For like Uncharted, you always remember Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You also remember Sully.
And Sully and people like that. You don't necessarily remember every little like point of dramatic tension and how the plot was structured, but you remember Nathan Drake.
Yeah. That's
love
2 weeks in a
Nathan
row
Drake.
we reference Uncharted.
Is he dreamy?
By the way.
He's pretty dreamy.
He is.
Hey, you guys get Lara Croft and all these others. I can say that Nathan is dreamy. All right.
I didn't really, the latest Tomb Raider, I didn't really feel like Lara Croft was dreamy per se. She was terrifying. She killed people in very horrible ways.
So here's one that got brought up by Oscar here in chat. Brody. Can Brody come back?
Oh, Brody.
Brody?
Oh.
You need
Need someone to
you
tell
need
you how
somebody
bad
to tell
you are
you
at
how
the game.
how incompetent you are. Somebody to remind you that wasn't good enough.
Now the best thing about Brody, the best thing about Brody was he was supposed to be this helpful guy. Like, oh man, we just like, hey guys, let's just try one more time. But it didn't come across
He ended
like
up being
that.
just mega douche. Oh, Brody.
Can we bring Brody back? You have the power, Sean.
You do.
You have the power to resurrect Brody with your necromancy.
Oh.
You want Brody, huh?
Uh-oh.
The players actually, I feel like the players really enjoyed him. So.
All right. Something to consider. Oh,
Marjorie's dancing.
I've been talking too long.
All right. Well, Marjorie's gonna sit down and put us into a break.
All right.
We're not gonna have time for many questions. We've been talking to Sean for so long, so we'll have time for a couple of questions
It's
still
just too interesting.
on TeamSpeak live.red5studios.com. No, I had fun. I think it was a really interesting
Thanks.
talk. So
I love talking about narrative stuff. I could sit here all day and talk to you about that.
I mean, so I completely lost track of the time. So Marjorie did the time dance, and hop on TeamSpeak live.red5studios.com port 9810. I'm gonna try and pick a couple of you, and we'll be back right after this quick break.
For too long, man was trapped, chained to the ground. Hunted. We will continue to fight and die. Destined to fall unless we evolve.
And welcome back. We're going to jump right into the Q&A part. And the first person I'm going to pick today is A Solar.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, good evening, I guess, for you. Right, evening?
Yeah, it's evening. Hello from Denmark. Yeah.
Sweet.
So, yeah, I would like to talk about the milestone has been out for a while now, and we have the new profession system, which a lot of us, don't like very much. Especially, I consider all the new guys, and we have made some posts about if there's gonna get any change and so on. Have you in Red 5 considered what to do with profession system, or are you gonna keep it as it is? And what's your thought about that?
Well, we're definitely talking about what we can do to make it better. So I'm not sure if we've settled on what exactly we want to do to make it better, but we've definitely gotten a lot of feedback on that, and we want to make some changes to make it better for you guys.
We do have a core systems team together that they are literally working on it as we speak. Yeah,
I mean, they're working exactly. We have a systems team that's working on a whole bunch of feedback, so not just professions, but there's no information to share yet because it's just still like in the early phases. So a lot of stuff needs to get worked out, but definitely look for information in the coming months.
Okay, so we might see a change in that system.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's not sure, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing with most of the systems, especially when we put them out there for the first time, is they kind of have to sit for a bit to like get like the initial pain out and then see how they work, and then when we put something in, it's never going to be like this is it no matter what. It's always going to be this is it, and we're going to continue to listen to you, and we're going to try and tweak things, and we'll make adjustments. So, yeah, I mean, don't feel like this is it and this is what you're going to live with forever. So,
yeah. Because it's really hard to get some of my real life friends back again in the game because now they can't reset and craft, and they're just like, oh well, screw it. That's annoying.
Yeah.
Well, that was the first question. I guess I have just a small one. It's more fun one maybe.
Sure.
Sarah, it's for Sarah.
Oh.
Since she's now a perm host.
Yeah.
I thought about maybe you could put some of your graphic stuff, or tell us about what you have made, so like get some street cred.
Aw, well, let's see.
It would be interesting, fun.
Okay. I hate talking about myself though like that, so I'm like it makes me super uncomfortable.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe make a post on the boards about saying, here, see some of my stuff. And get some street cred, you know?
Okay, I'll think about it.
You can see your stuff all over the place.
I know, it really
it's
is.
On the launcher, it's on the
it's on the
dashboard.
launcher, it's the banners, the monthly Red Bean ads. I've done all of those. Yeah.
Just sign your name.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
there. Oh,
Yeah.
by Sarah. In crayon. On everything.
Yeah.
Our art
one
lead's
more thing.
crying right now.
When are you gonna get a gag on that Terramonto guy?
Never. I love him.
Maybe.
I don't. Maybe people don't know this. He is the hero of the game. We're trying to make that very clear. He is the hero. He will save everybody from the melding.
You know, it's funny. I hear that a lot internally too, and it's just like, well, why doesn't somebody fix it?
He's a wrestler. He's going to grab the melding and he's going to like German suplex it, and it will be just glorious.
I don't
faster than the milk can get him.
I don't think he's meant to talk as much as he does. I mean, because he pops off quite a lot, and it used to be way worse, and we've kind of made that a little better. It's just.
Well, I will actually seriously to speak to not just him, but in general of like excess chatter. There's a desire to make certain unique characters a little more special, make them identifiable as important, as important roles in the Firefall universe. This includes like your arrow and your oil spill as well. The idea that we don't want to keep bashing you over the head with them. We'd like when they actually have something to say that it's at least somewhat enjoyable or important.
Or more lines.
Yeah, so there's definitely a lot of like sort of passes and iteration that have to be made there.
I think a lot of the thing with him too is like, so we like to dynamically drive you to different events, and when you're in that area, you're dynamically driven to Terramoto, like for the race, and then that will trigger his VO to say,
Yeah.
instead of Arrow saying, "Hey boss, there's a race you can go," it's Teramoto saying, "I'm at the bar, amigo." You know,
Lush.
like,
Yeah, he's like always drunk.
Oh yeah.
How does he even race? Just get arrested all the time.
That's really dangerous. Don't drink an LGV.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the answers, and have a good evening.
Thanks, you
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Sigfreda. I hope I said that right.
Hi.
Hi, how's it
Hi.
going?
Okay, probably.
Maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, I was wondering, like a few patches ago, we were able to like get waypoints down. You know, Arrow talks to us saying, "Oh, there's like guys here, like coasting or whatever."
Hmm.
But now, like for a few patches now, it hasn't been working. Is that an issue or is it just me?
I haven't experienced that. I've been playing the past few days in the mornings and stuff like that. I haven't noticed that at all. That's weird.
That's weird. Oh man. Oh well.
Aw, well, maybe make a post on the forums about it.
Yeah,
and we
post in the
can-
tech support forums or open up a support ticket so maybe we can, maybe there is something wrong that we can like drill down and try and figure out what it is. Maybe it's something we need to fix because I don't
Yeah.
know how big of a scale this is happening. I haven't heard about it until now, and
Yeah.
I haven't experienced anything like that yet.
Yeah, I mean, if it's affecting multiple people, we definitely want to take a look at it.
Yeah.
And be sure. I just know this from coming from QA. Specify like what kind of instances where you're not actually hearing the VO call out, like sort of a proximity call out, like if it was like a drop pod or an incursion or something like that, because it helps us like maybe dive into the encounters if there is a bug and find out which one's not triggering.
It's usually just Ares missions. Like, try to put a waypoint on there. Like, Arrow or Oilswell doesn't talk to you, but if you
Oh,
walk
is
close
this
enough,
is this
like,
your own user waypoint? Like you set
Yeah.
your own waypoint? Okay, well that's
Yeah.
No, I still have that where if like I'll set an Ares mission and then that'll trigger her VO to send you to that mission.
Still, it's a good thing to know. It's
That
very
is a good thing to
specific.
know. That's
Specificity.
yeah,
when it
that's
comes to bugs is always important.
yes. No, that's true because that's very different than activity director not telling you, not
Yeah.
triggering the VO or something like that, like dynamically.
Yeah.
Cool.
yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
All right, one more. Everyone wants Kermit on, but I am John Galt.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
How's it going?
Good, and you?
Oh, fantastic.
Fantastic.
So, the question I wanted to ask was, I noticed a Scott Rudy Ask a Dev video where they were a nice, cool crafting UI running in the background, and Phobos had also mentioned previously that there would be an advanced crafting UI eventually. I was wondering what the progress was on that and how close it is to being implemented into the game. And if it is, does it refine, blend, craft all in one swoop once you get it loaded up?
I'm not sure where we're at in terms of that interface.
Yeah, these are the beauty of the Ask a Dev things is we drop these little hints through Easter eggs of things that are in the works, and the questions are inevitable, but there are many new core systems and additions to core systems that are in the works, and timetables right now we can't. Partly it's like not knowing for sure exactly, but also
Yeah.
it's just gotta keep some cards close to the chest. On that one. But there are changes that come into a lot of core systems.
Yeah. So I mean, in terms of that interface, what that was supposed to do was give you like a tree view when you're crafting and stuff like that to make it like even easier than it is now. I don't know where we're at with that. We may because we the way that concept specifically worked was a little funky, so we may have wanted to rework it a little bit. Again, that what you saw on Rudy's screen was just a concept, so we do have like we do have something planned for like advanced crafting mode. I'm still not sure like where we're at on that and when you'll be able to see that in the game.
Well, the reason I was asking is because someone created a post on the forum about these buy orders and how sorely they're needed,
Yeah.
and how hard it would be to build something to someone's specifications. And so, looking at that crafting UI, I thought it would be kind of cool where if you're building a subcomponent and it required a resource, you could plug in two and then have like a little cool slider bar where you could get it to the exact spec, and it would blend, craft, refine, and put the thing out all in one fell swoop for advanced users.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cool functionality that is currently missing that would make buyout orders even better. But yeah, no, it's definitely a good concern, and we'll see when it comes in. I think it'll be a big improvement for especially the crafting end.
Okay, well, that's really all I had other than give us something else to use pilot tokens on, because I need to spend some. And you guys have a great day.
All right,
You
Thank
too.
you.
Alrighty. So with that, we're running a bit low on time, so we're gonna move right into Brody's favorite segment, which is, are we ready? We're not ready.
Do you even art, bro?
Do you even art, bro?
All right.
Sean, did you ever get to vote on Do You Even Art, bro?
No.
Well, you're in for a treat today, man.
Uh-oh.
We have some really cool stuff. I teased one of the entries last week, so I was like, well, may as well get it in. So first up, we have Sergeant Stone's Astrek Falcon.
Are these like battle frame concepts?
Yes, these are player-made battle frame concepts.
Sweet.
So Sergeant Stone submitted a battle frame concept. There it is up on the screen. We have...
Nice.
It's a predator.
Get to the chopper.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
I ain't got time to bleed. It's one of my favorite lines from that movie. Just the body Ventura.
I'm a sexual tyrannosaurus.
Anyway, so Sergeant Stone with a great entry with the Astrek Falcon.
That's awesome.
Next, we have Fooni's Bioassault Battle Frame.
Ooh.
Is that like that data spike that RoboCop has?
Yeah.
That's from the biotech concept, actually.
Yeah.
Because the biotech concept, actually, I think it had like a little spike
The
on
spike,
it.
yeah.
So
Awesome.
another, no stranger to If You Even Art, bro, another piece of Foony art, which is great. And last but not least, we have Legend 57's Unseen Hero, which
Wow.
I feel like he's also no stranger to Even Art, bro, but I think this is one of his best entries so far.
No, it's the guy off to the left, right?
Yes, I
The guy
believe
in the middle
he's
is
the
the
Unseen
chosen,
Hero.
I assume. Okay. I like the hat.
A hero for who?
He's got a straw hat.
The chosen or the humans? You could see
Well,
it both
I'm
ways.
guessing that's not like a love gun that he's
See it both ways. That's true.
So those are our 3 entries this week. And now it's time to vote. So Sarah,
I give 1 vote to everyone,
1 vote to everyone,
and then
if she's allowed to.
Yeah.
Wait. It's just like the whole I don't want to like
No, she
make anybody feel
She
bad.
said
Because
she-
I'm in that same boat too. It's like I
No.
feel like
No.
I pick one over the others and like
No, I called
Telling
dibs
me off
on
the other
making
guys.
everyone feel good.
No, yeah. So Sarah doesn't want anyone to feel left out. So her rule is she gets to give 1 vote to everyone and then +1 to someone else.
oh, so it's like a tease and then a haymaker.
Oh.
I like your tactics. Well done. Well done.
I feel so bad.
I thought I was doing a good thing.
Well done.
I'm gonna have to go with Legend 57.
Legend 57.
It's pretty. I mean, everyone has a great one, but this one's pretty awesome.
So that's 1 vote for Foony, 1 vote for Sergeant Stone, and 2 votes for Legend 57.
Yes.
Sean.
Being the Arnold impersonator that I am,
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go with Sergeant Stone, and I forget what the battle frame is called. I'm just going to call it Predator.
The Astrek Falcon.
Astrek Falcon. Yes, it's very nice.
Thank you, Governor. Oh, so we're just going to come to me for the
All right,
tiebreaker.
tiebreaker.
We haven't had a tiebreaker in a while. It's always been unanimous. So I'm going to go with Legend 57, actually. I'm sorry, Governor, but I'm going with... you seem quite...
All right.
All right.
I'll live to see you eat that choice. But I hope you left room for my fist. It's going to ram into your stomach and break your goddamn spine. Yeah. I always look for a reason to do that one. Running Man, best Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Fact.
That's great. So I'm going to go with Legend 57, which pushes Legend 57 into the finalists for March in Firefall March Madness. Taking that one from the NCAA. It's going to be Firefall's own March Madness of...
We have like a round-robin art tournament?
So every week the winners get paired up against each other for the month. So there's and then the community votes on their favorite one.
So for the final one, instead of us just voting on the art, can we just make them play one-on-one basketball?
We could. I think that'd be fun.
I actually
I think
think
it's
you
gonna
should
be
do
dangerous.
that. Just make sure you don't pick like a really tall person and a really short person. That's just not fair.
Jeez.
Sorry.
But yeah, and then so each
derailing.
so then we have a winner each month, and then at the end of the year, all the winners from each of the month go up against each other in the Tournament of Champions. Tournament of Champions. We may rename that.
I think it fits nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everyone's a champion, Sarah.
Everyone's a winner.
Yeah, so it can't be a Tournament of the Champions, so we don't have everyone's in there. So it's like the Tournament of the
That's true.
Champions of the Champions. Something like that, I don't know. Anyways, so moving along, every week, every Wednesday we post a photo. We've been doing some in-game stuff because I think that could be really fun too. It's called Caption This on, we do that on Facebook. And we like to pick some of our favorite quotes and show that off on Firefall Live. So this week, we took a screenshot of Oil Spill in his native habitat. And our first quote is, "Shut up, Arrow, I'm not lost, I know where we are. Damn data pad."
I like that.
Next up, "Why am I wearing sunglasses when there is no sun?"
He's one of those guys that's just too cool. Oil Spill just has that cool factor who just wears his sunglasses at night.
Maybe they're gunners. I mean, he is looking at a screen right now.
They could be gun. Do they have gunners in 2234?
I don't know.
Mega gunners.
I'm sure the screens still emit blue light, which causes eye tension.
There you go.
Science.
Dr. Chapman. Next up, "Whose stumper can I steal today and make my boss think it crashed?"
Excellent.
Next up, we had two like this. But, these were some of my personal favorites. "Selfie, swag neon orange shades."
Yes.
We had a couple of selfies. Next up, "Timeout, need to tweet this." "Why did I not get Verizon?" Sad face.
Aww.
Yeah, OmniDynam is a terrible, terrible service provider.
And the last one that I picked from Facebook were, "If my measurements are correct, the melding wall should be around here somewhere."
We can't see it because he's wearing sunglasses
You
at
can't
night.
wait. Yeah.
And he's taking a selfie. He's too busy.
I like that one.
You like that one?
I like that one.
So there we have Caption This. We also, if we have any,
Wait, do we have to vote on this too?
no, we don't have to vote on this
Okay. Whew.
because there's a lot of entries and I don't want you to remember all of them.
I just don't want to break any more hearts today.
Just can't take it. Do you have any captions for this, Chappie? What would you caption for this photo?
Well, knowing who shows up on the dump truck when your client crashes, I'd probably do something like, "LOL, I'm going to crash this guy's Firefall."
Oh, man. So I didn't actually even think up one. No.
No.
I blew it all on Backstreet's Back last week.
They're going on tour again, by
They're
the way.
going on tour.
I've gone back to my 9-year-old self.
Well,
Backstreet Boys!
it makes me, I mean, I'm not really old, but it makes me feel old.
Right?
When I see
No.
them and I start to see like they have to wear more makeup to cover up some of the little
They have
crinkle lines in their
wrinkles.
skin. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, I remember when they were just like,
Good times.
Great. So that's all the time we have for this week. Be sure to join Squid Boss on Sunday on twitch.tv/SquidBoss for Fire Talks. And enjoy Nighthawk weekend. And we'll see you next week.